Hello everyone, welcome back to another Final Girl playthrough. This time, I have the Marrek Murders feature film, and this is me playing it for the very first time. I have never played against this killer before, I have never played on this location before, I have never played as this final girl before, but I think I've got all the setup done. I even still have, just as proof, I still have the envelopes that are unopened, so for this game I have the You're Fired setup. I have locks on each of the Marrek warehouse doors. The event is the heroic best friend. Replace the victim of your choice with the best friend. The best friend cannot be saved unless there are no other victims on the board. If you would take damage and the best friend is in your space or an adjacent space, then they move to your space and take the damage instead. So I just replaced one of these victims near the middle with the heroic best friend. Maybe it'll come up, maybe it won't. For our starting items, in the supply cage, we have the bolt cutters. They're a two-handed weapon that has two uses that can ignore a damage or unlock the exit space you are on. Then in the receiving area, we have a power drill, a zero range, one damage item, one-handed. You may discard the power drill to unlock the exit space you are on. And then lastly, in the manager's office, there is just a first aid kit. With all that in mind, place the bloodlust tracker. I have 6 time. I have the horror set to 3. 7 HP for the killer, 6 HP for me. And we are ready to get going. So since I've never played against this killer or played on this location, I'm not entirely sure what my strategy is supposed to be. Because I can't save anyone until the exits are unlocked. And I can't even touch the killer until the finale. Because the Tormentor doesn't even start on the board. She just inflicts traps on everyone. So I guess I just want to get like searches. Like maybe I go into the manager's office and just start searching for stuff. But if I go into the manager's office, oh, I didn't even finish setting up. The killer, there's supposed to be a victim in this middle space, and they're supposed to be in a death trap. So the victim death trap is going to be temple drills. So first figure out the mechanism, disarm the mechanism, do 2 damage, move 1 space. So need to find the temple drills token. Here it is. Put that there. Okay. Hopefully that's visible. It's fine. Okay. Well, I guess I could go over there, try to save them. Okay, well I definitely want to save them. Do 2 damage, move 1 space. Well, in order to do extra damage, I'm either going to need a weapon like the power drill, or a critical blow or fury strike. And I have to move. So I'm thinking I grab a furious strike and a sprint, so that way I can sprint over here. Next turn, I'll have 5 time, spend 4 time to get through the first step, and then use a Furious Strike and a Walk on the second step. I'd have to get a double on the Furious Strike, though. Do I have to do these in order? This is the risk I take when playing something for the first time. Okay. Well, as usual, I'm going to discard... three cards to gain 3 time. Then we're going to spend 4 time for 2 sprints, 2 time for 2 close calls, and I'll actually discard another card for 4 time to get a Furious Strike. What could go wrong? Okay. So now, draw a tarot card. Actually, no. First, the trap advances by 1. So, I will increase horror by 1. Then we draw another tarot card. Faulty construction. If no one is trapped, put this card on the bottom and draw the next tarot card. Otherwise, choose a trap in play. Mark the next escape task as completed without having to fill the requirements, and then increase Bloodlust by 1. So I'll increase Bloodlust by 1, and then I have to discard a random action card. That could be really bad, because I really need the Furious Strike in my hand. But, I now don't have to spend 4 time, so that's good. But okay. So discard a random action card. It's going to be... Oops. The Furious Strike. Okay, well, we're not doing that this turn, I guess. So back to me. That was a 1 in 7, by the way. Could have gotten rid of any of my walks, sprints, or close calls, but nope. Got rid of the only card that I needed. Alright. I really don't know what to do after that. I guess I'll sprint. And get a success, which is all I need. I'll move 1, 2 spaces into the space with the trap with a victim for 1 time. I'll discard a walk to gain 1 time back. And then I will spend 6 time to get a critical blow, and then get all my cards back. Okay. Well, that was extremely unfortunate start. I hope that's not a bad open. Okay, so trap ticks down, I lose 1 time. And then draw a tarot card. Help, I'm trapped. If you're trapped, discard and draw the next. Otherwise, you are trapped. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now I'm trapped. And I'm trapped in the slicer. Boy. This will require me to lose health, and then move 1 space and lose more health in order to escape. So that's fun. So I will grab the token for that, which is also going to be in this space. This pit is very cramped. So I will go here. Well, I'm just going to lose 1 HP to complete that first step. Then I'm going to walk. I'm gonna use a walk to move one space. I got a success. That will make me lose one time and lose another health because of the requirement, but I am now released from my trap. So I get to go back onto the board. Put this token away. I guess I could put the tokens next to the trap cards. That would probably be a better way of setting this up. Put the final girl traps here. This goes away. Okay. Now, I think I might have been able to roll an extra die for that because there was a victim in my space, but okay, so I need to disarm the mechanism, I need to do 2 damage and move another space, so since there's a untrapped victim here, I will get to roll an extra die, and I'm going to use a critical blow. I have to roll a double here, otherwise it'll end my turn. That's not a double, so we're going to spend a close call for 2 time. That's still double misses. Alright, another close call, spending 2 time. Please. There's a success and a partial success. So I will discard 2 cards. Be a short rest and a focus to do 2 damage, and now I need to move 1 space. That also does that reduce the horror level? I believe it does. And then it will sprint. And I got a success. Okay. That will put my time into the negative, but it will complete this trap, saving this victim. That one's done. Okay. Back up to 6, grab my free card back, and then put everything back. That is not a good sign. My rolls to come. Also not entirely sure if I did that right, but it'll be fine. So now, there are no traps on the board. So draw a terror card. I'm trapped again. So okay, another death trap for me. The Razor Maze. So we're gonna put that into the pit. So well, let me just double check to see if I'm supposed to roll extra dice if the victims are with me. Okay, I believe I can. So this one, I'll have to move 1 spaces, move 2 spaces, and then move 1 space. Okay, well, I have a walk. So sure, I'll attempt to do a walk. I got a success. Cool. Lose 1 time. And finish that first step. Next, I'm going to... I guess discard a card to gain time. And then I will spend 4 time on 2 sprints, and then I will spend another 2 time on 2 close calls. Because I'm gonna need some movement. Get all my free cards. Okay, so the trap ticks down and I lose another health. Might need to get a long rest pretty soon. Draw a terror card. You have no respect for life. If no victims are trapped, bottom this card and draw the next terror card. Okay, well, no victims are trapped. So that'll go on the bottom. We'll draw the next one. The killer could be anywhere. 1 horror for each space between you and the killer. Do not count your space or the killer's space. So I believe for this, I have to draw a setup card. So it's going to be in this space at the top, which I am currently I'm currently in the pit trapped, so that is 1 space away. Do not count your space or the killer's space. So there's actually no space between us. Cool. So, nothing actually happens. So that's awesome. I'll reshuffle these 4 setup cards. I'm going to sprint. That's a success. Spend 1 time to move 2 spaces. And now I will attempt to walk to move another space. That's another success. Okay, now the dice are being nice. Is another time to become untrapped. Alright. Cool. Right. I think what I'm going to do is discard a card to increase time by 1, and then I'm just going to spend 5 time to get a long rest, because I don't want to get trapped again and then just die from losing health. So that's what we're going to do. So no traps on the board. Draw a terror card. Tick tock, speed up the clock. If no victims are trapped, bottom this card. Okay. Click. Loading dock B is now unlocked. So this is now unlocked. Draw an event and then draw the next terror card. So we'll draw an event. Scatter. Panic all victims. Oh boy. So goodness. Let's start with the manager's office. That's a 2, so they stay there. Let's go to this one. That's a 4, so they are going to stay there as well. 1, 2, 3, and then 5 or 6. There's no 4. That's interesting. We'll do this guy on the rafters, or the rack. Got a 1, so they will also stay. Okay, no one's actually panicking. Let's do the 2 over here. A 2 and a 5. So they're going to panic up to this rack. This one's going to panic over here. Let's do the 1 in this rack. It's a 3. They're going to panic down here. 2 in the pit with me. Double 6s. Oh wait, I have to roll 2 dice for each of them. So 12 on the first one. So they're gonna go down here. Another 2 dice. That's 8. So they're gonna go up here as well. These two, double 3. Gonna move in here. One here. It's a 4. I'm gonna move into the pit with me. One here. It's a 5. They stay there. And then this one in the exit. 6 leaves. Okay. Alright. And now we draw the next tarot card. Let's play a game. If there are no victims on the board, discard this. A victim that matches the first applicable condition below is now trapped in the search space furthest from you. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I guess they're all equidistant from me. So this one in the manager's office is now trapped. So let me stand all these back up. So, death trap for the victim, drowning tank. So, they're gonna be here. Grab the drowning tank token, put it in the manager's office. Okay, and for this one, I need to spend 5 time and move 1 space and spend 2 time. Okay. Alright. Alright. So this one just makes me lose a bunch of time and then gain horror, which is definitely annoying. But it also makes me lose time for doing it anyway. Fun fact, I actually lose more time in total saving them than I do letting it go through. A lot more time. I might actually just let them stay there and focus on doing something else. Because there is an exit unlocked now, I can start saving people. So I think we'll do that. It's in my hand. I'm going to use a sprint. I get a success. So I'm going to move 2 spaces, taking some victims with me. The cost of 1 time. And then I'm going to... Oh yeah. I'm also going to use my long rest that I got last turn. I already forgot the plan. As a success and a partial, I'm just going to heal for 3 at the cost of 2 time. Then I will walk. As a partial, again, I will discard 2 cards in order to walk into the exit, spending 1 time, saving 2 victims, and then I am going to move 1 space twice. Oh wait, no. I'm going to move a space once and reduce the horror by 1. Okay, and then I'm going to spend 2 time on a sprint, get some cards back. Again. Sheesh. Alright, so now trap is going to tick down by 1, and I'm going to lose 1 time. Draw a tarot card. You don't deserve to live. A victim that matches the first applicable condition below is now trapped. In the exit space furthest from you, there are none. In an exit space, none. In a space adjacent to an exit space. So that would be one of... I mean, technically this one right next to me is adjacent, but since all the rest say furthest from you, I'm going to assume it wants me to do the one furthest from me. So we're going to do a death trap, which will be the swinging blades. So this victim comes trapped in the swinging blades. What fun! I'm going to discard a walk to grab a climb. Then I'm going to play the climb to move into an adjacent rack space. That is a success. So I will move into this rack space, spending 2 time, and then I'm going to sprint. Getting a partial. It's not really what I want. I'm gonna play a little greedy. I'm gonna use a close call to re-roll my miss. Yeah, it's another miss. Okay. I'm gonna discard my last 2 cards to get at least 1 success. And then we're gonna go 1, 2 for 1 time. Saving these 2 victims. Moving 1 space and gaining 1 time. We'll go up to 3. Oh, and I'm going to grab a sprint, I guess. Woof. I feel like I am just low on time all the time. Okay. Next. All these tick down, so lose 2 time. So I'll be at 4, and then the horror level will go up. And then we draw a tarot card. Let's... Oh god. In the search space furthest from you, there's none. In a search space, no. In a space adjacent to a search space, still no. In the space furthest from you. So that would be 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll take this victim. Oh god, and they're going to be trapped in the fireworks target. Which is just gonna lose more time. Alright. Jesus. Nope. Oh, where's the token? There it is. Jeez. Okay. Alright. I don't want to play a game anymore. My turn. I'm going to sprint to try to save this last victim next to this exit. That's a success. I'll discard 2 cards to make it a double success. We'll go 1, 2, saving this victim. 3 for 1 time. So we have now triggered our ultimate. Add 2 damage to attacks made without a weapon or item. You cannot use this ability with reaction cards. So now, when the killer does appear, I'll be able to do some extra damage with all my regular attacks. Assuming we make it with all this time reduction and horror. Alright. So I just have a walk in hand, which isn't conducive to a good time. So we have one that's way over here, and then one that's over here. Ugh. I'm just gonna pass the turn for now. And with 3 time, I'll grab... Man. I think I'm gonna grab... I think I'm just gonna grab a distraction to try to keep the horror level in check, because I think it's about to go off the wall. Okay, so we'll go back to 6. All these are going to tick down. I'm going to lose 3 time. I'm going to lose another time. And then I'm going to lose another time. Then we're going to draw a tarot card. Click, loading dock A is now unlocked. Draw an event and then draw the next tarot card. So loading dock A is now unlocked. We're going to draw an event. The supervisor. Place the supervisor and 2 new victims in the supply cage. When panicking victims in the supervisor's space, roll 1 die and move all victims, including the supervisor, according to the result. So we'll get the supervisor and 2 new victims in the supply cage. Fun. Alright. Whew. Draw another tarot card. Click! Main entrance is now unlocked. Draw the next tarot card. Okay, so everything's unlocked. That's fun. Help, I'm trapped. You are trapped. Alright. My turn, and here I thought I might actually be able to do something. Man. So, another death trap. This one's gonna be the super saw. I don't even have room to like place this anywhere anymore. So this is just gonna be off screen. Actually, I guess I can place it up here. Might be slightly more visible than completely off the screen. So this is gonna be here. I'll be here. Okay, so the first one costs 5 time, which I literally can't do because I have 1 time. So I would have to discard 4 cards. I'm going to just use a distraction. There's no victims with me, so it's just 2 dice. And we roll 2 misses. And I have no close calls, so I'll lower the horror by 1 and then spend 4 time. Time goes into the negative. So I'll just go back up. Alright. Next turn. So this victim is going to die. And the bloodlust will go up. And I will gain 1 horror. Then this will go up and increase the horror. And then this will go up, and I will lose 1 time. Okay, then we will draw a terror card. Panic all untrapped victims in spaces with a death trap. So the best friend is going to panic. That's a 5, so they're going to panic up here. If you are in a space with a trapped victim, you panic and lose 1 health. I'm not. I'm currently in a trap. If no one panicked, increase bloodlust by 1. 1 person panicked. Okay. Holy. Okay, well, I am able to spend... Oh wait, I should have lost 2 health as well. So, I'm going to spend 5 time to free myself. So, it's going to go down to 0. And then dive to safety, move 1 space, and lose 1 health. So I'm going to walk. Getting a success. That will put my time into the negative. But I will lose 1 health. And then I'm free. Lord. But that's all I can do, so I actually have no cards that I can pick up. So this goes up to 6. This ticks down by 1. This ticks down by 1. Last terror card. Tick tock, speed up the clock. Tick all traps again. So this victim is going to die and increase horror by 1. And the bloodlust. So we get unfair traps. For all death traps, escape task requirements are all increased by 1. That doesn't matter. And then this one also dies and increases the horror by 1 and increases the bloodlust by 1. Okay. So now all those are gone. All that's gone. Now the finale starts. So our finale is going to be no escape. So the Tormentor is going to advance all traps, target the closest unlocked exit, and then move twice toward it. When the Tormentor ends her movement on an unlocked exit space, place a locked token there. At the start of the killer phase, if all unlocked spaces are locked, you lose the game. So I have to try to kill her. She's not even going to try to attack me. I just have to try to kill her before she locks us all in. So to determine where she's going to start, we're going to pull a random setup card. So she is going to spawn... What did I just put the... Oh, here. She's going to spawn here. And from now on, she's going to move to the closest exit and then lock it. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So it's either this top one or this bottom one. Okay. So with my ultimate giving me 2 damage, all I need is a weak attack and a furious strike, assuming I get a double success on the furious strike. No one's trapped anymore. It is just a race to burst her down. So I have 4 time. The bright side is that her movement will be completely predictable. So she's gonna go to the main entrance first, then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go to either one. So I'm going to end my turn spending 4 time on 2 sprints. And then, ending my turn, she's going to walk 2 spaces toward the nearest exit. Then I'm going to sprint and get a double miss and not have any close calls in hand. I'm going to lose 1 health, lose 2 time, immediately end the turn. I get to move 1 space. It's good. So 4 time. I'm going to grab a Furious Strike. And then she's going to move into the main entrance and lock it. And then I am going to attempt to walk into the pit. And I will get a success. That's cool. So move into here, spending 1 time. That's all I'm going to do, I think. I'm going to spend... I will discard 1 card for 1 more time. I'll spend 2 time on 2 close calls, 2 time on a sprint. Actually, no, I won't discard for another time. Wait, yes, I will. I'll actually discard for another time. So I have 3 time, and then I will grab Improvise. Because I think I might need it. Okay. Get rid of all those. So now she's going to target the closest unlocked exit and move 2 spaces toward it. I am going to use Improvise, which on a success will, for the next horror roll only, all 3s and 4s will be successes. So, okay, I got a double success, so that means until the this action phase ends, all 3s and 4s are successes. So now I will weak attack. I will get a double miss because I'm so good at the game. I will use a close call, spending 2 time to reroll those dice. That's a 4, but that's not a partial because I played the improvise, which makes that a success. So I will lose 1 health, putting me at 1 health, and doing 1 damage from the weak attack, but also adding 2 damage to attacks made without a weapon or item. So I will be doing 3 damage with that. And now I will play a Furious Strike, and if I can get a double success, I will be doing 2 damage plus 2 with my ultimate, dealing 4 damage. Oops. It's, okay. I'll use another close call, spending 2 time. Improvise doesn't help with misses. and that's one success. So, wait, no, I'm supposed to be rolling an extra die from adrenaline. Okay, well, alright. I was supposed to roll an extra die on both of them, though. Okay, didn't matter. It really doesn't want me to do that. Okay, so I'll deal another 3 damage. So now she's at 1 health, so I'll get another die to start rolling. That'll reduce the horror level by 1. I have 2 time to spend. I'm grabbing a sprint and all my free cards. Unfortunately, I'm going to have no attacks to use. Man, if the dice don't want you to win, the dice don't want you to win. So, she's going to move twice, prioritizing the one with the victim in it just because of rules of ambiguity. Still doesn't make it. I'm going to attempt to sprint, rolling 4 dice, so surely I can't. Oh my god! 1 success. So now I will go 1, 2 into her space. I'm going to discard a focus to increase time by 1. And then I will grab a Furious Strike for 4 time, and then 2 Close Calls for 2 time. Get my weak attack back. Put these other cards back in the tableau. She's going to go here, lock this door, and then I am going to walk. Once again, rolling 4 dice, so surely. Oh, that was actually a double success, not that it matters. So I'll walk in for 1 time, and then I will Furious Strike. Just need 1 success. There's a success. So that'll reduce horror and deal damage. Does she revive? Yep, sure does, with 3 health, of course. So she'll revive with 3 health, which means I'm only rolling 2 dice again. Woof. My action phase will immediately end, so I will spend 2 time on a sprint, and then 3 time on an improvise. And get my focus back. 7, 8, 9. Okay. She's going to move 2 spaces toward the exit. I'm going to lose next turn if I can't kill her. So I'm going to sprint. I'm rolling 3 dice. Not 2. I'm rolling 3 because I still have adrenaline. Okay. It's double partial. I will discard 2 cards to move 2 spaces and reduce time by 1 back to 5. I don't actually need the improvise because I don't need to get a double success on not walk. Oh, I don't have weak attack. Wait, why not? Wait, where'd my weak attack go? Did I drop it? I dropped it! I was like, where'd my weak attack go? There it is! I don't actually need to get a double success on walk, because even if I get a single success and take my last point of damage, I'll still be dealing 3 damage and kill her, and even if you both die at the same time, it still counts as a win. So I don't need the improvise. I'll keep it in my hand just in case I need to discard cards. Um, so, now, it comes down to this. A weak attack. 3 dice. I need 1 success. Minimum. That is a success and a partial. And just so I don't have to die, I'll discard Improvise and a Focus in order to deal 3 damage. Okay, so that's a win, but my lord, that felt real rough. With all those, there were so many traps, so many traps. I got trapped 3 times, which, mind you, there are only 4 death traps that you can even be trapped in, so I got 3 out of 4 of those. And then it looks like 4 victims got trapped out of 7. So definitely, so that's what, 4 plus 3 is, yeah, so 7 traps in total. Whew. The only thing saving me, being Mandy's ultimate ability, there was never a moment where I felt like I had a chance to breathe. Ooh, but we got there. Somehow. Thank you for watching this potentially extremely long video of me playing this feature film for the first time. That was fun. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I'm not playing as Mandy though, and just have a super broken ultimate. But yeah, that was a lot. All right. Thank you for watching. I hope I didn't mess any rules up, but I probably did, considering I've never done this before. So, that's it.